Okay, as you can see, we have about a 15.5 pound brisket. This is a full brisket to include the flat and the point. And I'm going to start trimming off this fat here shortly. I would video filming off the fat, but I don't have a tripod camera set up yet. So hopefully soon I'll get that and be able to film that. But I'm going to be seasoning it up today with a little bit of a friend of mine who owns Salty Pig, and put just a little bit of mustard on there as a base, and we'll be using the Salty Pig today. Kyle Stone is the person who created that, and I'm going to do a review on it today and see how it tastes. So we're going to get all this fat, all this thick fat taken off, and get it trimmed up, and we'll shake it up and we'll show you a picture here. See, we've trimmed off quite a bit of fat. That's all fat right there. Got all this trimmed good, left about a 1/4 inch or less layer, and a fat on there. And also I was going to show you right here, that's where your flat and your point actually come together. And I like to pull that back a little bit, clean some of that fat cap out of there. There's actually a pretty thick layer of hard fat in there. I don't take it all the way through because I want it to stay connected throughout the cooking process, but I do kind of go along that seam that you'll be able to see. There's a seam that kind of comes down through here, and I do clean that up some. So just wanted to show you there's quite a bit of fat there, and I would say probably about 1.5 pounds, maybe even 2.5. So while you're putting on your base, like in this case I'm using mustard, make sure that it's not pulled up in areas. What I mean by pulled up is where you'll have areas where maybe it's concentrated, like if you had water sitting in a water hole, for example. If you don't make sure that that is smoothed out, and you do have areas that are holding like a little pool of the base, in this case being mustard, those areas will not form a bark. So it's good to know, make sure you got that smoothed out really good, and it's not sitting there in a little puddle, and that way there you can form a good bark overall the whole meat. Everybody, we got it all trimmed up. It was originally about a 15.5 pound brisket. By the time I trimmed it up, I think it's probably about 13 pounds now. Like I said, just the point and the flat. We've got some mustard base on here, making sure that mustard's smoothed out. Like I said earlier, you don't want that mustard to sit there and get in a puddle, because if it gets in a puddle, it will not form a bark in that area. Sometimes I also look at the dynamics of the brisket to make sure there's no areas that will create a valley effect, because if there is, that valley effect will also hold excess moisture and not create a bark. So we've got this thing shut down. We did a mustard base, and we're doing Salty Pig by Kyle Stone. This is the first time I've cooked with it, so we're going to be doing a little bit of a preview with that today to see how that tastes. Actually today, this is the day before. This is Friday. I'm going to be cooking this tomorrow. So I'm getting this shut down. I'm fixed to put this away in the fridge, and I'm going to let it sit there for until about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then we'll get it put on the smoker and get it smoked up. It is about 3:30 in the morning, and I just got the fire all lit up, as you can see right in that corner. And we're gonna let this go for probably about 20 minutes or so, and we'll get the brisket put on. Morning, everybody. Hey, it is dark this morning. Got the brisket on. It is about 4:15. Somewhere in that range, and it's on and going, and we're going to get off to a good day. Sorry for it being dark. I don't have any light out here, but it's going to be off to a good day, and we're going to get this brisket going, and we'll be checking back. All right, everybody, we're at the about the 4-hour mark. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and check it out. Oh yeah, that's looking really, really good. We'll go ahead and do a little spritzing here. Yeah, it's looking really good. All right, so there we go. 4-hour mark. I'm gonna put the thermometers in it and shut it back down. All right, we're at about the 6.5 hour mark, and I fixed to open it up. I'm gonna do a little spritz on it. My temperature dropped off of me there a little bit. I was busy doing some other things, and temperature got away from me, but I'm gonna get the temp back up, and we're gonna take a quick look at it and see how it looks. I'm gonna spritz it real quick, and then get ready to put it back down. Let's take a look at this. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna rotate it around a little bit, starting to get a nice little color to it. I'm gonna give it a good spritz. Start getting that dark color there. That's good, because that means it's starting to form a decent bark on you. So I'm gonna get this thing rotated around. I'm gonna actually pull it back just a little bit, and I'm gonna rotate it. And we'll let it go for another couple hours, and we'll be back to check on it. Shut it back down, but I forgot to tell you guys, the internal temp right now is running at about 167 on the point, and at about 160, somewhere in that range on the flat. So we've been in the stall now for about 2 hours, and that's fine. I'll let this thing go through the stall for a period of time. That's a good opportunity for it to grab additional smoke and kind of sit there and just kind of marinate its own juices. And then later we will be getting the thing wrapped up, and we'll be going from there. But so far it's looking really good. I'm showing internal readings of 174 in the point, 165 in the flat. So I'm getting ready to open this up, spritz it, and then I'm going to take it inside. I'm going to wrap it up in butcher paper. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's looking good. Gotta get some spritz on it there. Spritz it real good with the apple juice. The thing about acidic juices like apple juice, anything that's got an acid into it, is it actually rehydrates the cellular membranes. I know it sounds like a scientist, but trust me, I'm not. But it actually helps to rehydrate that and create moisture. So as you can see, it's looking really good at the 8-hour mark. So we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna get it up to temp to about 203. Hey there, my fellow barbecue enthusiasts. Hey, we got the brisket all done. We got it this morning at 3:30, had the fire going by 3:45, and by 4:15, we had that 12-pound brisket on the fire, smoking over mesquite wood, and it was a wonderful sight. So it's gone all day. It smoked about 12 hours total, approximately, 13 hours total, followed by 2 hours rest in a dry cooler still wrapped in butcher paper. And we're getting ready to take it out. We're gonna cut it up, and we're gonna see how it tastes. We're also gonna see how Kyle Stone's salty pig tastes as well. And down in the description of this video, if you wanna buy some salty pig, I'll put the website where you can go to their website and you can order some salty pig for yourself. So bear with me as we get this brisket ready to go. We're gonna taste test it, and we're gonna see how we did. All right, everybody, we're gonna cut into this brisket. We're gonna see how we did. Oh yeah, it's cutting like butter. This is a big brisket here too. About 13 pounds. Been a long cook, and I'm ready to get in here and give it a try. All right, we've got it all cut up. So I'm gonna take a piece out of the center here, and I'm gonna try it out. Looks good. Got a good pull to it. Oh man, it's juicy. Look at that. Just pulls right apart. Take a little bite of that there. That is wonderful. There's nothing better than a good brisket. And I gotta tell you, Kyle Stone's Salty Pig is very, very good. So like I said earlier, I'm gonna put a link down in the description for Salty Pig, the website. If you wanna go there and purchase some Salty Pig, you can. If you would, like, share, and subscribe to the video. And go to Facebook and join Baker's Barbecue Group. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Until our next cook, happy smoking.